Hi my friends, today I'm in Madania, in the center of this neighborhood, at its main roundabout. And I'm going to show you how to drive to Bir Mourad Rais. I mean, in a round trip to Bir Mourad Rais. It's pretty easy, in fact, because this neighborhood here isn't very far from Bir Mourad Rais. And I think that the best route would be this one. And then I'm going to show you how to come back here, but through or via a different route. As I told you in a previous video, now I have decided to film round-trip videos. Go ahead. There is a kid trying to cross the road. We've got to let them cross the road because they are on a zebra crossing. So this is the other part of El Madania with a replica of the Martyrs Memorial, and the reason why they installed this replica here is that in fact the Martyrs Memorial is located on the ground, or yes, in the territory of this municipality of El Madania. All right, so now this is what I think is the quickest shortcut towards Bir Mourad Rais, and we are going to drive very carefully here because it's a sloping street, and it's also, I mean, there are these speed bumps, and it's also a very residential area. Okay, so easy. And the buildings being built over there on the top of that hill across from here are in fact part of the of an apartment complex in the Lisan municipality. So we are in the territory of the Madania municipality, and what we see opposite of us is part of the Lisan municipality. There is an important gas station here. There it is. This is the gas station of Le Ravin, but we can't, I don't think that we can join it here. Okay, because there is a continuous line, so you can't cut across this this wide street, the Mohammed Belqasmi street, in order to go there to the bus to the gas station. My phone is hot. I'm touching it and it's hot. I hope that it doesn't overheat before I finish filming this video, because I feel so inspired this afternoon to film videos, and I don't really want it to overheat and then stop filming, shut down and stop filming. So now we are on the Mohammed Belqasmi street, also known as Le Ravin de la Femme Sauvage, or the Wild Woman's Ravine. And there is a legend about that. They say that before even the French colonized Algeria, there was a woman here, there was a village, and a woman here, you know, she went to the woods with her kids, and she let her kids play in the woods, and then in the evening they didn't come home at the time when they were supposed to come home, so she left and started looking for them. When she realized that she couldn't, they had disappeared. Okay, so if you want to go back to El Madania, you take the right, and this is a parking garage here. There is a parking garage here on the right, a multi-floor parking garage. And yes, so as I told you, when her kids didn't come home, she became crazy. She became mad, and she no longer returned home herself, living in the woods. That's why this place here, so this is where this tragedy happened, back in the times when this place was nothing more than a forest, a big forest, and that woman never returned home, and she became savage. That's why they call this place Le Ravin de la Femme Sauvage, or the Wild Woman's ravine. And by the way, it's a ravine here. In fact, it's a riverbed. They say that the Hydra River runs through this place here, and there is a street behind us near the ruisseau known as. Okay, I need to stop filming here. Okay, guys, so there is a street near a ruisseau. When you drive this street all the way down to where it finishes, and that street is known as Wetknis. So this road here, this road here is built in the riverbed. So the riverbed is on the left here. As you can see, the dense vegetation, and sometimes it floods. When it rains a lot, it floods. There are floods here. So this part of the road is too high to be reached by water, by flooding water. But other places, I mean, the Mohammed Belqasmi Street receives huge amounts of water when there is a flood. And some 3 to 4 years ago, there was a major flood that carried cars away, and one of my co-workers almost died there. So we have just passed Bir Mourad Rais. It was where I stopped filming, and well, I forgot to tell you that we were there. I was too immersed into telling you about the legend behind the, naming the Mohammed Belqasmi Street, le ravin de la femme sauvage. All right, so Bir Mourad Rais was that neighborhood that we have just left, where there was that huge crossroads. You can play again this video in order to see it. So this is the very place where I took this turn here in order to join this road. And the Hydra is on the left, by the way, and there is a good restaurant around here known as Woodpecker. And Madania is on the right. El Mouradia is on the right. Alright, so now this place here is known as La Colonne. Hydra is on the left. If you want to go to Hydra, you turn left. But we have turned right because we are headed back to Salembier. It only took us 7 minutes to come from the central part of Salembier to this place. Something that would have been impossible on a regular weekday, and just look at how wide this road is. They have widened it like crazy. It's really great. See, La Colonne. So this is Colonne Voirol. This place here is known as Colonne Voirol, and it's home to some of the most beautiful colonial houses. Only the rich, back in colonial times, only the rich, only the super rich lived here. Today, this area is home to some government institutions and offices. Anyways, so alright, so let's take the left here. We are returning to Salembier or Le Madania via the Martyrs Boulevard. And yeah, there is a balcony here that overlooks the lower parts of the city and the sea. So it's beautiful here. And this area is serviced by public buses. There are no private buses that service this area. And that's the Hotel Saint-Georges. It's on the left, also known as Hotel El Jazair, officially known as Hotel El Jazair. Sorry, sir. Sorry, I can't pick you up. He's going. Yes, he's hitching a ride to Salembier, to the place where I'm going, but I'm filming a video. Therefore, I can't possibly ask this total stranger to keep silent while I'm filming. In a way, it's a little bit embarrassing. I would usually pick people up, but not while I'm filming a video. And the headquarters of the Algerian TV and radio company is here on the left. And now we have this hotel here, Dardief, one of the most beautiful here in Algiers. And I have good memories about this hotel because many years ago when I worked for a Chinese company, we used to make reservations for visitors and expats that we needed to help us on our project. And those, I mean, whenever we invited an expat, we needed to you know, rent rooms at hotels to make them reservations at hotels. And this hotel here was one of the few hotels that always had rooms. They always had vacancies. And no one complained about this hotel. So I guess that it's a good hotel, although I have never stayed there myself. Being an Algiers resident, I don't need to stay at a hotel here in Algiers, although in fact I've done it a couple of times because I have invited, I was invited to some very important events with a hotel reservation and everything. But I have rarely stayed at an Algiers hotel myself because I live here in this city, and there is a balcony on the left. And now we are on Martyrs Boulevard. We are running on Martyrs Boulevard. Boulevard des Martyrs. Okay. So what's this car trying to do? Okay, it's going to enter that street on the right. Tazir Basha Street. There is another hotel over there behind that aluminum building. Oh, this guy is choosing to park here, and it's a place very near to a bend, and it's very dangerous for me to overtake them. Therefore, just got to be patient until they finish parking. Anyways, so yes, we've just passed another hotel on the left, and it's known as Ikram al-Daif, the Ikram al-Daif Hotel. And I think that this is the area known as the Al-Babur. There is a beautiful balcony here overlooking the sea, and it's worth walking this boulevard, guys. It's worth walking this area in order to take pictures of the sea, of yourself and the sea and the lower parts of Algiers. You've got to be careful here because this road is very traveled. That's Villa Suzini, used as a torture center by the colonial army during the Algerian independence war between 1954 and 1962. And now we are approaching El Madania, the area of El Madania, our departure point. So as I said, it's a round trip. El Madania, Bir Mourad Rais, and then back to El Madania. Although I forgot to mention that I was in Bir Mourad Rais, that we arrived in Bir Mourad Rais when we were there. Okay, no problem. I'll make it up for you some other time in another video. So this is the road that leads straight to the roundabout where we started filming this video. Be very careful because the road is wide here, and some drivers tend to drive carelessly when they are in areas like these. Alright guys, so this is the end of our video. I hope that you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notifications button in order to receive notifications about our future videos. Drive safely, take care of yourselves, and goodbye.